Hi there, in this video on quadratics we're going to look at how we can take an equation of quadratic, put it into a table and plot the values to sort of give us an idea of what the curve looks like. It's generally an inaccurate way of finding minimum, maximum and solving the quadratics, but it's sometimes a common question on exam papers, so let's have a look at how we go about it. Now what I'm going to need to do is substitute all these values of x into our equation over here. Rather than starting on the left with -3, I'm going to start with 0 because it's by far the easiest to substitute in. So if I do that first, I'm going to get y equals 0 squared minus 4 times 0 plus 3. And that means that my first value is 3. Now the next easiest one to substitute in is going to be 1. So if I have a go at that, y equals 1 squared minus 4 times 1 plus 3, and that's going to give me 1. Take away 4 is -3, and then plus 3 will make it 0. If I carry on, so if x equals 2, let's see what we get. 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 3, so we end up with 4. Take away 8, so that's -4, and then plus 3 give us -1. So that's our value when x is 2, y is -1. Carrying on, if x equals 3, let's see what we get. Y equals 3 squared minus 4 times 3 plus 3, and that gives us 9 minus 12 plus 3. And you should notice that that's going to be 0 as well. And generally speaking, you should be able to find a line of symmetry at this point and notice that you can probably have a good guess at what that's going to be. Hopefully you have had a guess at what it's going to be, and let's find out if we're right. So we're going to square 4, then we're going to take away 4 lots of it, then we're going to add 3, and be 16 minus 16 plus 3, and indeed the symmetry is going on okay. Alright then, so if we just move this one out of the way, we'll have a look at some of the negative numbers. Now inevitably I wanted to start with the positive numbers because they're easier to substitute in and come to the negatives afterwards. So I'm going to start with x equals -1. So y equals -1 squared minus 4 lots of -1 plus 3. -1 squared is 1. Make sure you put the brackets into your calculator, because if you put -1 squared literally into your calculator, it will do the indices first and then do the negative, giving you the incorrect answer of -1. We've then got -4 times -1, which is plus 4 plus the extra 3, and we're going to get 8. So that one's 8. If we have a look at -2, so if x equals -2, then y is going to be -2 squared minus 4 lots of -2 plus 3, giving us 4 plus 8 plus 3, so we're going to end up with 15. And if you substitute -3 in, you should find you get 24. What we now have is a set of coordinates that we can plot onto a graph to give us our curve. For example, one of the coordinates would be 4, 3, another one would be 3, 0, and so on.